Hi there and welcome to Dinos World once again. This is my first ever comparison or shootout video where I will be comparing two or more bikes based on how evenly they are matched and how best they try to confuse you as a buyer by offering superb features for excellent value in their own special way. First up in today's shootout is the Gixxer SF, the only fully fed bike under Rs 1 lakh here in India, and it looks absolutely haunting in this all white attire. Next, we have the hero of the masses, the Pulsar brand with the 150 AS, and finally, we have the rock solid Yamaha Fazer version 2.0 FI. Now, I have received hundreds of queries as to which is best among these, but I would rather choose to rephrase that question and say which is best for you, because each bike has its unique appeal, a distinctive feel, and more importantly, a character of its own. So it pretty much boils down to the fact as to which one fits the bill for you or according to your own riding style, and which one would suit your body stature. So I'm going to list out the positives and negatives of each model on a practical, usable terms so that you stay completely informed and can assess, analyze, and finalize the pair of wheels that is going to define you for the coming years. Now, taking a look at the dimensions, Gixxer SF and Fazer come with a shorter wheelbase of 1330mm each, which translates into better flickability, maneuverability, and cornering capabilities, whereas the 150AS comes with a longer wheelbase of 1363mm, which translates into better high-speed stability. Coming to the seat height, the Gixxer SF comes with the shortest seat height of 780mm, which might hold good for shorter riders. Seat height of the Fazer is 790mm and still can be manageable, whereas the 150 AS comes with tallest saddle height, so it might not be all that comfortable for shorter riders. On the flip side, taking a look at the ground clearance, the 150 AS comes with the highest ground clearance of 170mm, which will always come in handy on the most challenging Indian roads and also assists you when you have to tackle some off-roading conditions. Both the SF and Fazer FI come with same ground clearance of 160mm, which though decent enough is not as good as that of the 150 AS. Coming to the weight, Fazer comes across as the lightest of the lot at 137 kgs, giving it a clear weight advantage, which enables it to offer better performance and fuel efficiency. The SF comes in second in this section, weighing in at 139 kgs, whereas the 150 AS is the heaviest of the lot at 143 kgs. Talking about the fuel tank capacity, the greater fuel tank capacity means having to make lesser stops at gas stations while touring. All three of them have the same tank capacity of 12 liters, and this clearly shows that these bikes are indeed neck to neck in trying to outsmart one another. Now, coming to another important section, the design. The Gixxer SF comes across as the only fully fed bike under Rs 1 lakh here in India, so that is something unique it has to offer among its competition here in this shootout. If you're looking for better road presence, fully fed bikes catch the corner of your eye on any given day. Both the 150 AS and the Fazer come with quarter fairing, but the 150 AS does carry a distinctive look like that of an adventure sports or dual sport motorcycle, which no other manufacturer is offering in the mass motorcycle segment, and this does indeed work in its favor. Coming in last in this section would be the Fazer, because though Yamaha have given it a decent makeover and it undoubtedly looks stunning in this new paint scheme, there is nothing fresh happening about its design concept. Talking about the headlamp design and focus, one thing that does work in Fazer's favor is that it offers a twin headlamp setup, which not only looks great, but it also offers a nice spread at night and gives us better visibility. The 150 AS is the only bike to offer projector headlamp in this shootout, so it comes in second. And coming to the instrument cluster, the SF again shines through here, as its speedo has almost anything you can think of. First of all, it is an all digital unit, and it also has a gear shift indicator and a clock in addition to all the other info provided by other consoles in the shootout. The Fazer ends up giving you an eco mode light indicator, which helps you ride within your limits to extract best fuel efficiency. Coming to the most important section, the engine. At the outset, let me tell you, this is where I had a very hard time setting apart one from another in this particular shootout. All three manufacturers need to be appreciated for doing an excellent job with the engines. The SF has a smooth and responsive engine, and so does the Fazer. The 150 AS is also very refined and poised, and you feel as if you're simply sailing along the road while riding the 150 AS. The SF comes powered by a 154.9cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 14.8 PS at 8000 RPM and 14 Newton meters of torque at 6000 RPM. The Fazer comes powered by a 149cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 13.1 PS at 8000 RPM and 12.8 Newton meters of torque at 6000 RPM. The 150 AS is the most powerful in the shootout, It comes powered by a 149.5cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 17 PS at 9,500 rpm and 13 newton meters of torque at 7,000 rpm. And when it comes to top end performance, the 150AS would come out victorious because it has more power and a 4-valve head, whereas in city limits and off the mark, both the SF and Fazer feel pretty swift and agile. Also, we have seen earlier in the shootout that the Pulsar weighs the heaviest in this competition, so that works against it to some extent, whereas the Fazer is the lightest, and that works in its favor. Talking about the clutch feel, gearbox and throttle, the Fazer and SF have a slight edge over the Pulsar with respect to having a lighter clutch, smoother gearbox and a crispier throttle response. The Fazer also comes across as the only bike in the shootout to offer fuel injection, which translates into better performance without having to compromise on fuel economy. Talking about the braking power, braking wise, all three bikes perform really well, but somehow I believe the Fazer felt more in control when compared to the rest in terms of the feedback from the brakes. Talking about the suspension, all three bikes come with a monoshock, but the Pulsar has a gas charged nitrox monoshock and undoubtedly offers the best ride quality in this shootout, which is further aided by its higher ground clearance as well. Talking about the wheels and tires, all three bikes come with 17-inch wheels. The Pulsar has a better design to the alloy wheels and looks the best, while both the SF and Fazer come with a 140 section rear tire. The Pulsar unfortunately comes only with a 110/80 rear tire. However, the Pulsar comes with a mass centralization concept and has an underbelly exhaust to offer better handling characteristics. And all three bikes come with MRF rubber, but undeniably both the SF and Fazer offer better road grip with a fatter rear tire. Another important point that needs to be noted is that both the Gixxer SF and the Pulsar do have kickstart mechanism, whereas the Fazer does not. Talking about mileage claim, for all three bikes, the user feedback from the dealerships has been around 45 kmpl. But let me tell you guys that extracting best mileage depends mostly on the way we ride. So I request you to check out the knowledge base section found on the homepage menu of my website for tips on extracting best mileage from your vehicle. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad for the Pulsar is around 80,512. And for the Gixxer, it's around 85,953 rupees, and for the Fazer, it's around 85,341 rupees. So as you can see clearly, the Pulsar still remains the best in terms of value for money. It is cheaper by 5,000 rupees when compared to the Gixxer as well as the Fazer. It offers a distinctive look and feel, offers decent performance and fuel economy, and also carries some unique features like the perimeter frame, projector headlamp, nitrox monoshock, backlit switches, 10-spoke alloy wheels, and a pedal disc up front. Well, that's about it for now. There's going to be no verdict in my shootout videos because my aim is to equip you with all the information I possibly can, and I always recommend my viewers to test ride all the vehicles in the equation and choose the one that suits your individual riding style and body stature the best. So that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao, take care, God bless, and ride safe.